What's up, people? I hope all of you are having an amazing day. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin's road to new all-time highs. So let's dive straight into it. First of all, let's let me explain to you why the chart is looking like this, because you might say that this is a little bit different from the normal chart. Okay, the normal chart has this very big dump right here. Well, I'm looking at the logarithmic chart, log scale, okay? And if you press on this button right here, this chart will turn into, the old chart will turn into this chart right here. So let's explain in detail why I use this. Well, I'm going to do an Elliott wave count just in a second. So yeah, first look at this pullback which took place right here. On the logarithmic chart, it's a very small pullback in comparison to this one right here. Okay, and I think it's also in terms of percentage. Okay, this actually was a 45% pullback, whereas oops, whereas this right here was 55%. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. What matters the most is that we're pumping and we're back in action. So let's do the Elliott wave count. Or should I show you this right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my Elliott wave count for this bull run right here. 1, 2, 3. We are in the fourth wave right here, which I think it's over, and now we should be on our way to the fifth wave. Now, the fifth wave can get really extended. Uh, why I'm saying this, I really think that this right here is wave one. Okay, it was an impulsive move up. Here, price was followed. You know, here we had a very typical ABC correction. Okay, typical for wave one, you get very close to the beginning of the impulse. So this was something like this. Okay, ABC. We got very close to the origin of the impulse, which was at 3,200, 3,150. That was the bottom for Bitcoin. And obviously from here, price went all the way back up. We got this very rapid push down, which was bought back up, and this is the most important thing. And guess what? Now we're back in action, and because this is a very extended push up before getting a very, deep pullback, I think that this is wave three. Usually in wave three, it's the most impulsive and the wave with the least amount of big pullbacks. And this is what we saw. Now, after that, we got a big pullback, which obviously, in comparison to what we saw in terms of growth, it's not a very big deal. Okay, and now we are breaking out here with a very bullish, market structure and a lot of bullish volume. I am actually really bullish. And once again, I'm going to say it. I think Bitcoin will reach $100,000. Maybe surprise us with higher price action. Sorry, higher price targets. Because, oh man, this can do it. Bitcoin can do it. And yeah, uh, obviously, once we start getting above 100,000, 100, you know, I highly, highly recommend. I'm not going to say get out, but sell the greed. There is going to be a very big amount of greed. a huge amount of greed. Okay, sell the greed because we might collapse after that. This is obviously technical analysis. We might get different scenario, but this was actually the same thing happened here. Okay, a lot of hype, we're going to moon, we're going to moon. Obviously, yes, we're going to moon, but we got a pullback. People that were buying at the top, at the 50% pullback, or when you see a 50% pullback, it's very hard not to get freaked out. And obviously, imagine making $100,000 and then seeing it back to $50,000. This is the same that's going to happen right here. You're going to make, let's say, $100,000, and when you get a 60% pullback, which might only be, you know, to around here, this is a 60% pullback. Remember, this is a 60% pullback only, and in comparison to the growth that we had, it's actually nothing. When you get this kind of a pullback, your $100,000 at the top will be worth $40,000. Now, that's a little bit strange, right? So this is why at least take profits, at least take a lot of profits. Obviously, you do whatever you want, but this is my plan. And right now, I'm holding, I'm holding some Bitcoin in my portfolio. Obviously, managed to buy it during these dips, this one and this one right here. And now I'm sitting and watching this, you know, this price explode. Now, I'm not only, watching it without doing nothing. Obviously, I have some swing longs lined up. One of them is Litecoin, which I want to share with you right here. Now, obviously, what we got here is a very clean SR flip, and it doesn't really take a genius to understand that I am looking for new all-time highs on Litecoin also. And I've been bullish on Litecoin. I think Litecoin is massively lagging behind, and it's only a matter of time for this one to finally wake up and catch the rest. Not only Litecoin, uh, but also EOS. Just let me find it. Okay, this is it. Also, EOS, in my opinion, is a very undervalued coin at this point, and it can easily double. Okay, so this is a 100% ROI possible trade, or possible ROI. 100% is somewhere around here. Okay, so do you think this is very hard to achieve? I think this is actually really easy to achieve on Litecoin, EOS, and many other altcoins. So these are two of my swing trades that I'm holding. Okay, I'm not swing trades, I mean leveraged longs. In my case, you can hold them in spot if you want. Another coin that's really interesting, SXP, you know, I think we are bottoming out on this one right here. We I think we'll be following, we will form this triangle, but I don't think this is going to extend for a long period of time, just because then it might be very obvious. So this might simply break out before making people think that this is actually in a triangle. I hope you understand what I mean, okay? Because this is very important when uh, when you want to, you know, when you want to not only trick people, but leave a lot of them behind looking for confirmation, this is what you do. And on the Bitcoin chart, let's take a look SXP on the Bitcoin chart. We are exactly sitting at a support range right here and at a very important floor. Obviously, can we get a wick to the downside? Yes, we can. Can we get something like this? Yes, I think we can. But the bigger picture, I hope you understand the bigger picture, or on the USDT pair, we are, in my opinion, we are actually really bullish on SXP right here. So this is once again a new swing trade with a very tiny stop loss, if you have to ask me, in comparison to the reward that this might bring. And yes, I'm putting this exactly where my mouth is, $8. Sorry, I'm putting my money exactly where my mouth is, but this arrow and this target is exactly where I'm looking for this one to go. I think this will go much higher if we have to measure it in the correct way. I think the correct way should be something like this. Just let me get a trend line or an info line. Okay, we have this. No, it's not good. So I want to measure the height of this triangle, put it at the target, and we get, put it here at the breakout, and we have our target. So let's try with a trend line. Yeah, I think it should work. No, it's not working. Oh, because it's okay, because it's because it's in the logarithmic scale. Look how different the chart is right now. It's actually really different. Okay, but the idea is the same. Okay, the idea is exactly the same. Let's take a look here. We will have this to measure the height of this triangle and place it exactly at the breakout, and we should be getting exactly this spot right here around $8, similar to where I marked my region of interest. So yeah, I think you got my my bias right now. I am pretty bullish on crypto at these prices. I think it's really hard to be bearish right now, especially with Bitcoin showing a lot of strength. This is in an uptrend. Follow the trend and apply the rule. The trend is your friend. Okay? Trend, uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. Even though we got this very big pullback, now we are back in an uptrend. This broke out, this breakout right here makes me much more confident in my altcoins right now, just because Bitcoin right now is in bullish territory and altcoins at our key support are at a key support, so it makes a lot of sense to pump it up on the altcoin side also. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video was useful. Make sure to comment, like, share this video, and subscribe if you didn't do this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, have a good day. Bye bye.